Welcome back, agents, to another Division 2 video. Today we are covering the new exotic pistol, the Tempest. If you were lucky enough to pick it up during the bug, congrats. I've got a build for you. For everyone else, well, from the sounds of it, sounds like Ubisoft might be making it a summit reward, so hopefully you can get yours soon. Now this isn't just another sidearm. It can completely shift how you approach fights, which is phenomenal. As you can see out here, we're putting down some serious damage. And as you can see in the range here, as we move on over to invulnerable, so we can really see the damage, we're going to put on some body shots here. Up. Get him a little closer. Okay, there we go. So we're going to put some body shots in here. 500, 600k. We're just racking it up. Headshots, over 1 million. Just rack those up, and this is a pistol, so you got infinite ammo. You just keep going to town. You ain't gonna run out. Don't worry about that. Body shot, body shot, body shot. Heck yeah. Alright, so let's break down this build, shall we? And what I'm running this with for specialty, or a specialist, is going to be the firewall, and that's mainly for the bonuses to the bulwark shield. You're going to get a lot of the bonuses for the mods. And that's what we're looking for. Now this is an all red core build, and I personally like to run the goalie. But if after, what is it, the 12th, hopefully you were able to pick up the Lexington or something like that. Also a great choice. My favorite, always, Dark Winter. Running perfect killer here. With killing an enemy with a critical hit, grants 90% crit hit damage. Love it. Alright, now onto the Tempest. Good stuff, right? Once again, if you got it, great. You got total damage is almost 200k, RPMs 861, max 30. That headshot damage though, 170. What? It's crazy. Now this is running with restrained, which we're dealing 25% amplified damage for 20 seconds after your shield gets broken. Now, it's not ideal, obviously. This is more reactive than proactive as a talent. But if your shield does go down, you get some more damage to really pump down range, hopefully take out whoever's trying to take you out. Now I do run the shield, and I personally run with that holstered regeneration. When you have it put away, it's coming back to you, but it's also got that max mod active regeneration. Along with that, we've got our other max mod, thanks to the firewall, for shield health. And that's going to be huge. Once again. Alright, so getting out of that, let's look at our other skill. We got the Reviver Hive. Now I personally like that, but some people run the decoy, especially in teams. It's a good one to have. I now will show you the Punch Drunk, right? Pistol damage, 20%. That's almost an obvious. That's a gimme. It's got the headshot damage there. I put on crit hit damage in both spots, rolled with it. Now running 3-piece imminence armament on purpose. Obviously, it's got that 60% pistol damage there, but we've also got the weapon damage. Not too fond of that increased threat, but it is what it is. Now, we're running, obviously, weapon damage core. Got that crit hit chance, and headshot damage. This is going to run with Obliterate, mainly because it says critical hits increase total weapon damage by 1% for 10 seconds. And that stacks up 20 times. And as we're getting those critical hits, we're really pumping down the damage. Alright, the next piece of imminence armament is obviously going to be our holster. And next, Fox's Prayers. We're running Fox's Prayers because of the damage to target out of cover. It's got that extra rifle damage, so instead, with one of your other weapons, maybe you want to run rifle, great. Gloves is our third piece of imminence armament with crit hit damage and crit hit chance. And finally, finishing it up with the Gift. Now this is going to give us that headshot damage, which is pretty sweet with, once again, a red core, but it's got the perfect vigilance. Increases total weapon damage by 25%. But if you take any damage, it disables it for 3 seconds. So careful with that. Now unfortunately I rolled mine with armor regen. You could roll yours with crit hit chance or crit hit damage and then the mod to match. And that's about it on this. Once again, it is all red core here. Actually, let's talk about seasonal mods. Now this works without the seasonal mods, but What I just unlocked here with the active modifier is sanitation, which sets enemies within a radius on fire. While the modifier is active, each unique enemy set on fire adds 1 stack of sanitation, which grants extra damage to burning enemies up to a maximum. Pretty huge. 2+ stacks for each enemy currently burning, repairs armor every second. That's awesome. And then 3+ stacks, critical hits, inflict burning on enemies, which just stacks on that extra damage to burning enemies. Now with my passive, I'm running Keep Out, I'm running Stepping Stone, and the only other one I was able to get is Rupert's Tear. Alright, well that's the build, agents. Hopefully this helps you out there and gets you going, putting some damage down range. As always, stay tactical.